Hey guys, so a popular YouTuber, Saara, I believe it's Saara, it's actually Saara. I was too lazy to look up how to pronounce it, to be honest. I think because I've had my name mispronounced so many times, I think it just kind of gives me carte blanche to just mispronounce everyone's name. Maybe that's not fair, but yes, she's a popular YouTuber and she just put up a video, I am no longer vegan, or why I am no longer vegan. And that vegan couple did a response video to it, so I am responding to a response video. And so the first thing they say, they don't actually say it, but they basically imply that Saara is lying about something. So originally when she went vegan, she did a video talking about how great she felt, energy, whatever, clear skin, stuff like that. And then she did this I'm no longer vegan video where she talks about the digestive issues that she was having, that she had before the diet, before going vegan, and then during the diet it got worse. While she was vegan, it got worse. And so they're kind of questioning what's going on there.
Now, in Saara's first video on September the 7th, she said she had already been vegan for over a month and that her skin was clear.
There were no mention of any issues whatsoever. She now says in this second video that she experienced 2 months of being absolutely exhausted by pain and indigestion. Now, to us, this seems completely contradictory to how wonderful she described feeling after more than the first month of those 2 months.
Yeah, so it's a little bit confusing. It jumps around a bit.
I don't know, that may not be the greatest way to start a video if you're trying to get someone to go vegan or come back to veganism. But I do mostly want to comment on this because it's really interesting given the timing. Another YouTuber, Brianna Jackfruitson, I don't know why I have such a hard time with that name, Brianna Jackfruitson, she was fully raw for a while and is no longer. And she put out a video explaining why she lied, quote unquote, because people were saying, well, you said you felt so great on when you were eating a raw food diet, but now you're saying you didn't feel so great, so you were just lying then?
So at the time when I said that I felt great eating only raw foods and that I was completely healed from my eating disorder and I couldn't get any happier or any healthier, I meant what I was saying because that is what I had taught myself to believe. I think that if you want something to be true badly enough and you tell yourself over and over again that it is, then that becomes your truth and that becomes your reality. Sometimes it's very hard to see reality for what it truly is until your reality changes.
And I bring this up because I suspect that this is, again, I have no idea, this is just speculation, but I suspect that this is the kind of thing that that Saara also experienced. So I don't think she was necessarily lying when she was talking about the benefits of veganism. I think that's what she experienced. But when you are, particularly when you go vegan or paleo or raw vegan or whatever, because you think it's going to cure everything, which is what Saara says, I'll get to that in a moment, you already kind of start out in like a diluted state, right? You are more likely going to see the good things and maybe not see the bad things or kind of push them under the rug, even for yourself. I mean, it's so easy. The mind is ridiculous. The human mind is really ridiculous, right? It's really easy for us to delude ourselves. And so I think, yeah, she was experiencing those good things, but maybe it was easy to dismiss the bad things because she was so sure, because as she says, the internet told her that going vegan was going to fix all her problems. So that's what she saw. She saw the good without necessarily seeing the bad until a little ways in and kind of the pink cloud of it all wears off. I have a video kind of talking about that. The newness of it all wears off. And then you're kind of left with, oh, maybe I don't feel so great on this diet. So the elephant in the room, as I already mentioned.
I have my own complex history with stomach issues, and I went into veganism thinking it would heal all of them because that's what the internet told me a vegan diet does.
I find it interesting that that vegan couple does not even mention this in their video. They don't include a clip or talk about it at all. Could it be because they are some of the vegans who are propagating this shit? I think the best example, I believe I've actually shown this before in a past video, someone asking them on their Tumblr for help because they are on antidepressants. And they basically tell this person if this person does as they say, eat a base low-fat, high-carb, whole food, plant-based diet, that they will no longer need their medication. So they go on to talk about the big problem with Saara doing this video.
She's spreading a very dangerous message to a very large and influential audience that not everyone has to eat a vegan diet.
We hear this type of justification all the time. I tried it didn't work for me. I wish it did. I really want to go vegan, but there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, and you can see in the comments below her
Yes.
recent video that people are using this as a justification for why they shouldn't or can't eat a vegan diet.
And people love to hear this from somebody else. Oh, she tried it didn't work for her either. See, oh, I'm not alone. Someone else tried it didn't work for them.
I think that's really unfair, especially since Saara even says in the video, it's a very short video, I don't even think it's 3 minutes long. She says that, that the majority of people can go vegan. She says that she wishes she was part of the majority who can eat a vegan diet and be healthy.
I'm more than jealous of the majority who can live a problem-free, prosperous, healthy vegan lifestyle without any health issues. But I can't. It just didn't work out for me. And I'm sad, but it just didn't work out for me.
Second, what kind of message is this to send? Is this really the message that we want to send to people who are new to veganism or people who are considering going vegan? That, like, on the one hand, hey, it's easy, go vegan, awesome, do it. But on the other hand, you are responsible. You are now a vegan, right? You have to label yourself as a vegan, and you are now responsible for other vegans, for other people going vegan or staying vegan. It's kind of like, it's very similar to the Chelsea Lifts video that I talked about in the last video on drama mongering, whatever you want to call it, how unfair it was for people, how they behaved with regard to her vegan Chipotle challenge. Again, is that the message we want to send? On the one hand, we're like, hey, big YouTubers, go vegan, announce it to your followers. It's great to promote this message. And on the other hand, it's like, don't fuck up because the backlash is going to be super intense. Ultimately, I don't think people should be afraid to talk about their struggles with veganism. I talked about this in a video on ex-vegans I did a while ago. I think it's good that people talk about this stuff and share this stuff. It's kind of like all the stories about these vegan parents who make their kids sick feeding them really stupid vegan diets. On the one hand, yes, there are probably going to be people who read those reports and they're like, see, I knew it. I knew a vegan diet was dangerous. I knew it was child abuse to feed a kid a vegan diet. Yeah, some people are going to take that away. Some people are going to watch Sarah's video and go, aha, I knew it. I knew a vegan diet was unhealthy. It's going to happen. But what's the alternative? That we don't talk about these things? That we don't talk about people who struggle on vegan diets and maybe try to help them, right? That we don't talk about the parents who are feeding their kids inadequate diets and try to educate people and prevent further terrible incidences like that happening again. So next, in Sarah's video, she says, basically like, look, I'm listening to my doctor on this. Like, don't give me unsolicited advice kind of deal. I am listening to my doctor. Her doctor said, look, this is, you changed your diet, you're eating more fiber now, that could be causing the issues, so maybe go back to your original diet with lower amounts of fiber. I just find it funny that then, of course, that vegan couple are like criticizing her doctor or whatever, and it's like, so she has two choices: either listen to her doctor or listen to two YouTubers who have no expertise in nutrition. They're not registered dietitians, they're not doctors, they're not anything. Which is the rational choice here? I'm pretty sure if those are the two options, that you go with the doctor, right? I know I'm going to get some criticism because I talk about nutrition and stuff on this channel, but I always make sure to link to credible sources, to registered dietitians. You will often hear me mention Jenny Messina and Jack Norris. I will mention them again in this video towards the end. So I just kind of find that funny when, like, you see it a lot with certain vegan YouTubers who are like, listen to me, don't listen to your doctor. It's like, yes, doctors can be wrong. I've talked about this before. I talked about it in the Italian vegan parent jail video. But if your choice is between a doctor or just random YouTubers, maybe go with your doctor. They go on to say that, again, criticizing her doctor, saying that the doctor is increasing Sarah's risk of death, basically.
By recommending that you go back to eating animal products, your doctor is actually increasing your risk of death, given that 14 of the 15 leading causes of our death have been scientifically linked to eating animal products.
And they reference Michael Greger, Dr. Greger, and a lot of his work really throughout the video. They include screenshots of his various videos. I've criticized Greger in the past for cherry picking and for just ridiculous fear-mongering. You can check out my Splenda video. It's pretty long, but I think I get more into that part of it towards the end of the video. But in terms of vegan mortality, the truth is we just don't know. We don't have enough info. Not enough is yet known about vegan mortality to draw any conclusions other than that vegans do not have unusually high rates of mortality, and they probably do better than the average person due either to diet or a healthier lifestyle. That vegan couple also does the common thing that a lot of vegans do, which is equating animal products and omnivorous diets. You know, all animal products are the same in terms of disease risk, and all omnivorous diets are the same in that, like, they're all terrible.
Fix this little problem over here short term by eating animal products, but we're going to put you in higher risk for heart disease, cancer, and diabetes.
It's obviously nonsense. Hot dogs are not the same as steamed chicken breast. A diet that has meat every single meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, every single day, has some sort of animal product, you know, or lots of animal products, is not the same as a plant-based diet with small amounts of animal products. They tell Saara to seek out a plant-based doctor, and that just made me laugh because, like, yeah, go seek out your local plant-based doctor. Like, we all have one of those, right? Just like right down the street. There they are, totally pro-vegan doctor. Like, no, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I don't have access to that. Maybe if you live in California or like Portland, Oregon or something, maybe you do, but I think most of us, I don't think we have that option. Exactly how many times a day were you pooping? That is the question that vegan couple has for Saara. So Saara kind of says, you know, she's gone back to her old diet, so no longer vegan diet, and says that she enjoys not having to take a shit 20 times a day, basically. Obviously a joke, she's obviously not pooping that much. But yeah, I mean, if you are decreasing your fiber, you're probably not going to be using the toilet as much, right?
Again, sort of very general,
Yeah.
no specifics given, but with such a dangerous message that is affecting people's health, the lives of animals, and the destruction of the environment, you really need to be objective. Exactly how many times a day were you pooping?
Is this normalizing veganism? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Again, I just find it interesting that vegan is so easy, but yes, please tell us, how many times do you shit a day? So next, that vegan couple gets into some advice for Saara, and it's actually not terrible, kind of. So they tell her to eat a vegan diet that's lower in fiber. Okay, yeah, cool, that would make sense if fiber is the issue. The problem is the foods that they list as foods lower in fiber, they are lower in fiber, but it's mostly low nutrient dense food. It's a lot of refined flour, a lot of white flour kind of stuff. It's going to be pretty hard to meet nutrient needs eating a vegan diet like that. So finally they say, you know, hey, if you want some help with this, you know, find a plant-based doctor or a nutritionist, you know, who's veg friendly, or you can talk to us, you know, send us your daily meal plan and we'll help you out. We'll help you fix it. Again, like, can we please stop doing this? Just YouTubers in general, not just veganism, but a lot of YouTubers do this, and all the popular Instagrammers and whatever, giving nutrition advice when they have no right to do so. They have no background. It's really dangerous. So maybe we can stop doing that. So to wrap things up, the main reason I did this video, you know, before we criticize people like Saara for talking about their struggles and for, you know, making veganism look bad, maybe we should look inward. Promoting inaccurate information, promoting a very simplistic view of veganism that, you know, a vegan diet will cure everything and fix all of your problems, that's bad for veganism. You know, it sets people up for failure, and it encourages ex-vegans. This is something I've talked a lot about in a lot of videos. I guess the most recent one would be the Fully Raw Christina one, talking about pills or band-aids. But really what I recommend is checking out Jenny Messina's series. She has I think it's a 4-article series called Preventing Ex-Vegans. She talks a lot about this stuff in terms of nutrition and other things, and why it's so important to promote accurate information, particularly when we're talking about nutrition. Yeah, I'll include links to that in the description, so definitely check that out. And to Saara, if you are watching this video, like that vegan couple, I am not qualified to give nutrition advice other than just to parrot scientific consensus and, information from registered dietitians. Second, I understand your unwillingness to share things about your situation, like how many times a day you're pooping. Because number one, it's personal, obviously. And number two, you probably don't want the huge amount of unsolicited advice that's going to come your way from people who have no idea what they're talking about, because that's what's going to happen, right? But you may want to talk to people who do know what they're talking about, some like veg-friendly registered dietitians. Again, I already mentioned Jenny Messina and Jack Norris. Jenny Messina has the veganrd.com. Jack Norris is veganhealth.org. They may be able to help you formulate a healthy vegan diet, one that is not just like white flour, but actually healthy, that has, less fiber, or just help you move to a diet that is, less focused on animal products, or just has less animal products. Because, obviously any improvement is an improvement, right? It's not just like vegan or nothing, right? Any small improvement that you can make is an improvement and is awesome.
Veganism taught me so much about the world, and also got me into plant-based cooking that I've absolutely fallen in love with and will still gravitate towards.
Oh, it's so hot in here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, leave those down below. If you want to subscribe, and I will have a new video very soon. I am sticking with that. It has been working so far. We will see. Yeah.